I just don't have time to add another way to market my business. I'm already on Facebook and Instagram and having a heck of a time at keeping up with posting. I can't find more time to create video, which will take up even more of my time and cost me more than I can imagine or even have the budget for. Does that sound familiar? That was actually part of a conversation that I was having with someone who was debating whether or not video was a good fit for their business and what they wanted to accomplish. So he's a small business owner. He said he wanted to be like the other guys because he had seen what they were doing with video, and he felt like they were being more accomplished or more successful than he was, and he's not doing video. So he's looking at that as the pivotal part of his business that he needs to incorporate in order to be successful. Now, first off, I never recommend that any of my clients do something, whether it's video or any other marketing, just because someone else is doing it, right? I always recommend that you keep your finger on the pulse with what your competitors are doing, at least your top 2 to 3, but only consider what they're doing and then evaluate whether or not it makes sense for you and your business and ultimately the goals that you want to achieve. Now, the question comes down to whether or not you should start pursuing video as part of your marketing strategy. And that's what this video is about. The first reason why you should move forward with video marketing in your business right now is because it's more personal. It allows you to build a connection faster and more easily than if it was in a blog post or if you were typing just an email, right? So right now it's eye contact. I'm looking at you, you're looking at the video, you're looking at me, and we're establishing a connection. That can happen just as quickly as if you were meeting somebody and talking to them in person or live if you were via Zoom, right? And that can happen quicker than if you were writing a blog post or through an email or text message or any other form of text communication. Now, if you're saying, okay, I don't want to be on video, you can still use your voice and make a connection that way as well. But the point being is creating that engagement opportunity. That's a good transition into reason number 2 for incorporating video marketing into your business right now. And that is you get to engage with a wider audience. Now, I want you to think YouTube, right? So YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, and it's owned by the first one, which is Google. So you have so many different opportunities to reach a wider audience by just placing your video on YouTube. So think of if you wanted to create entertaining type videos like Mr. Beast, or if you wanted to create how-to videos, tutorials like Pat Flynn, or if you wanted to learn how to create Instagram Reels like Jasmine Star. There's all different types of videos that you can create that cast a wider audience, and people can find you easier, whether they're searching for those types of topics on YouTube or Google. The third reason why you should incorporate video into your marketing strategies starting now is because people prefer watching versus reading. And the reason being is if you gave somebody a PDF document or a video that they could watch, which do you think they would choose? Most likely it would be the video. And why is that? Because it's more engaging, it's quicker, and it's easier to absorb information and also retain it and take action on it faster and more easily than you can through a blog post. Blogs and text still have a place in your marketing strategy. So don't get me wrong, definitely keep doing that if that's what you are doing. But if that's all you're doing, then you're likely leaving money on the table when your consumers are looking for video. You don't have it, then they might very well likely go to a competitor instead of staying on your blog or trying to search for video content if it's not easy to find and it's not right there with your blog content already. The fourth reason for including video in your marketing strategy starting right now is because it helps build trust. Think of the know, like, and trust process and the different types of content that you have along the customer's journey. If all you have is text, then they're missing out on getting to know you as a person, right? So video is a great way to help people get to know you. They get to like you. They get to see your facial expressions, your voice inflections, your hand gestures, all the goods. If I'm changing sceneries, you get to know a little bit more about my background and where I work and where I live and where I drive if I incorporate all those things into the video. So those little things actually add up and they help pull together a picture of who you are, and it helps people get to know you better and faster than it would be if you were just creating text type content. The fifth reason why you should incorporate video into your marketing strategies starting right now is because anything's easier to explain in a video. Imagine trying to explain how to change the oil in your car to someone who's never done it before, me. So if you were trying to explain this to me and handed me a PDF document that walked me through everything I needed to do versus a video that I could watch and actually see how to do it, I'm going to choose the video all day long, just like most people would, because it's easier, it's more intuitive, it's more comprehensive, and it's going to make sure that you don't skip any of the critical parts, either taking things out or putting things in or back together again, right? So the same thing can be true with service type offers or companies or brands. So HubSpot, for example, which I have a couple of videos on my channel on YouTube, I walk through how to use HubSpot if you're just getting started using the free version. And I walk through all of the nuances of creating an account and how to use the marketing section and the sales section and how to log a lead and do all of that. So that's going to be a lot easier than a PDF document. Now, don't get me wrong, PDF documents have their place. In fact, if you supplement a video with a checklist or a how-to guide or something that you can use to guide the conversation, either while you're watching the video or after somebody watches the video, that's going to provide even more value beyond just watching the video. The sixth reason for incorporating video into your marketing strategies starting right now is because you're going to experience higher conversion rates. Now you might be thinking, okay, higher conversion rates in what? I'm going to say pretty much everything, okay? But I'm just going to review a few of the key conversion rates that I think are most important and are really going to bring this point home, especially as a business owner who is contemplating whether or not you should start creating videos or continue creating a more consistent video marketing strategy for your business. You really have to justify the time, right? So conversion rates are going to help bring that home. So here are a few of those stats that I want to share with you. 88% of people say they've been convinced to buy a product from a brand after watching a video. Websites that use video have a 4.8% higher conversion rate. Conversion rates can also increase 80% when you add a video to a landing page. Video can boost your ad campaign by 34%. So hopefully those conversion rates will help paint the picture that no matter where you're putting video, you're going to convert more people. And you're also going to, especially on your website, increase your dwell time. The seventh reason why you should incorporate video into your marketing strategy starting today is because it's cost effective. I know you're probably saying there's no way I could afford it. I'm a small business owner with a strapped marketing budget, and I don't have the money to incorporate into creating videos. Now, it can be very cost effective. In fact, it can cost under $500 for you to create a video for your business. So it sounds like a lot. It may not sound like a lot. I know a lot of times when I'm talking with business owners, especially small business owners, they think that it needs to cost tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars to create videos or even have a video marketing strategy for their business. But the thing is, when you're the one creating the videos like I am for my business, then you're cutting back on costs tremendously because a lot of those costs are incorporated into hiring a team of people to come in with their professional equipment and a team of people and, all the lighting and the sound, and you don't need all that to get started. In fact, if you've already started and you're just looking for consistency, you don't even need that now. you can actually incorporate B-roll and images and overlays and text. You can do all of that with different video editing tools out there that are free. They're easy to use, and they're there for you to do some of those things on your own to help save the costs. If you're thinking, I want nothing to do with video editing because it's way too time consuming and it's going to require way too much time to learn it, I get it. I've gone down that path. I've done the whole video editing thing, and it can be very easy if you keep it simple. But you can also go down a rabbit hole if you're trying to learn how to do different features and you're like, I just want to do this one thing. And then you find that your time is really consumed with watching YouTube videos and learning how to do it and then applying it, realizing you've messed up and you got to undo it and do it again. I'm speaking from experience here. So I know that it can get very cumbersome, and that's one of the things that my team does is it takes that off the plate for you. It's a very conservative way for you to not only get your video strategy in place, but talking about content, how to incorporate it into your customer's journey, because it's best to understand that as well, so you know the reason why you're creating videos, where it'll work best, and then the conversions as well, whether it's the CTA or what goal you're trying to establish or associate that video to. As long as you have a good quality camera and you have good audio, because you are going to have people who are just going to listen to your videos. And of course, captions for people who are either going to watch with the sound off or have a hearing disability. You want to make sure that you have those as well. So again, all of those things are things that we take care of for you. So keep that in mind, that if you do move forward and you want to have a partner to help you with this process from strategy to implementation, let's have a conversation. I would love to help you out with that. Let me know in the comments which one of these points kind of really brought it home for you to say, I have got to start doing this. Whether you reach out to me or if you're just going to be making that decision to move forward, I would love to know that, because if this is something that's resonating with you, then it helps me to know so I can continue creating the same type of content that's going to help continue give you value in your video marketing journey. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you spending time on this channel. It means a lot. You have a lot of choices out there, and for the fact that you're watching this video and really taking it all in, leaving a comment, of course, it means a lot to me. So thank you so much. It helps with the algorithm, which means more people are going to see the video as well. So don't forget to like, comment, of course, share it with somebody who might need to hear this message. This might be the perfect opportunity for them to say, now's the time. I need to start moving forward with my video marketing strategy, and I'm not going to put it off another day. Okay? All right. Thank you again. I appreciate you. I appreciate you investing your time in this channel. And until next time, make today great.